Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Welcome to this week's Top Stock Picks of the Week. I'm Tracy Brynick, and I'm joined by Nina Mishra. And we're bringing you two P-named companies that are super hot right now. What are they? Well, I'm going to lead off with my choice, and it's Pinterest, ticker PINS. And it's kind of the, I don't know what you would call it, the four cousin of the other social media companies, but not anymore, as it just reported second quarter results that were far better than expectations. And all the analysts are raising their earnings estimates and their price targets because Pinterest is starting to really grow rapidly, especially internationally. But let's take a look at what the earnings estimates look like, because that's what's giving us the Zacks #2 ranked buy rating right now. So here are the earnings estimates with the revisions. And as you can see in that middle box there, the agreement box, we have four analysts that have been raising across the board here for both this year and next year, just in the last week since Pinterest's earnings report came in. And then you can see in the box below that, the magnitude with the consensus estimate trend, that finally the earnings are expected to be profitable here in the plus column for 2020. Now, prior to the COVID, they were also expected to finally be profitable, but then COVID hit, all the estimates came down because of the hit to digital advertising. But Pinterest is benefiting from the boycott on Facebook. Now, they did say on their conference call that they couldn't really tell for sure how big of an impact it was, how long it will stay around, but they definitely are seeing an impact with at least some advertising purchasing on their site. Now, their site is about inspiring you, and it does have that optimistic outlook really on the site, and that's what's drawing a lot of advertisers over there. Also, they have partnered with Shopify to enable this whole catalog feature that only started showing up on the site in May. And if anyone else is on the site like I am, you can go on, you can search for whatever topic you're looking for, like backyard furniture. If you click on it, you find a picture you like. It sometimes will have a whole way to shop it underneath it. And when you click on that, it will open up, say, Home Depot's whole catalog, or West Elm, or whatever company it is. And that's a huge opportunity for a lot of, especially retailers, to get in the game on that site with a very interesting mix of users. Now, they did increase monthly active users in the second quarter by 39%. As we were all on lockdown, what else did we have to do except search on Pinterest, right? Create our dreams on Pinterest. They now have 96 million users in the US. That was up 13%, but it's really international that saw the big growth. It was up to 321 million in the second quarter. They now have 416 million users. It is the US user that brings in the most revenue. They're bringing in an average revenue per user of $2.50. International is just 14 cents right now, but they've expanded quickly in Western Europe, and if you're on the site, you know that there's a lot of pins from like Germany, from the Netherlands now, the UK. I've noticed it over the last couple months, so you can really see the big push through there. And so I'm expecting that international side to grow, especially in these lucrative markets, so to speak, where they should be able to get that average revenue per user to go up even more. But combination with both US and international, average revenue per user was 70 cents. All of this is way below what a competitor like Facebook is doing. I haven't seen the most recent with Facebook, but the last I checked, they were doing like $8. So you can really see the big difference there. And the runway that Pinterest does have now that it has the Shopify component, this partnership, and it's really going to be able to drive this revenue going forward. Now, they do expect third quarter to look so good as well, and that's why we have these earnings estimates. But let's take a look at what it looks like on the chart. So this is the price and consensus chart for Pinterest. The shares are at new all-time highs, but still have a big, like I said, runway there, because you are looking at social media metrics here with monthly active users still growing considerably, and that average revenue per user should start to run now. So I like this stock a lot. The estimates are going in the right direction. We're getting this good earnings growth here. And so this is kind of an unknown, still secret social media stock. And I like its outlook quite a bit. And again, it is Zacks number 2 ranked buy. So Nina's going to bring you the second P stock. And this one is also a hot stock. So I'm sending it over to Nina here.
Thanks, Tracy. I'm Nina Mishra, and my topic today is PayPal. PayPal, as you know, is a digital payments company. They enable electronic payments on behalf of customers and merchants. And this company is relatively new as a public company because it was spun off from eBay in 2015. And currently, their payment platform includes some very popular ones like, of course, PayPal, Venmo, OneTouch, and Braintree products. And we have seen this continuing shift from cash to digital payments over the past few years. And that trend has accelerated during the crisis. And obviously, a company like PayPal is benefiting from that trend. And these trends are they will probably continue even after this pandemic is over, because once you get used to making digital payments and not handling cash, then people don't really want to handle cash anymore. So these trends are expected to continue, and they will continue to benefit PayPal. Now, the company reported excellent second quarter results, beating the Zacks consensus estimates both on the top and bottom lines. In fact, it was their strongest quarter ever. And they also raised their guidance for the year. And total payments, in fact, grew 30% from a year earlier in the second quarter. And new active accounts surged to 21.3 million. And the company also said that it expects to add 70 million active accounts in the second half of this year. And obviously, analysts have raised their estimates for the company after these excellent results. So let's take a look at detailed estimates by going to the quote page on Zacks.com. So you can see that analysts have raised their estimates. 13 estimates have been raised from 3.33 to 3.68, and estimates for next year have also been raised. And if you go to price, consensus, and EPS surprise chart, it looks beautiful. You see they have missed only once since they went public. So over the past 5 years, there's only one miss. It's a Zacks rank number 2 buy ranked stock. Now, it's not cheap because it is up over 75% this year itself. But as I mentioned, because of the excellent growth potential, the shares, I think they have excellent long-term growth potential. So for long-term investors, it still looks good at these prices. Additionally, they took some more steps recently, which I think will drive growth or continue to drive growth going forward too. They entered into a deal with CVS Pharmacy that will offer customers the ability to use PayPal or Venmo QR codes at CVS store checkouts. So customers can easily pay with their smartphones. And they are also adding more services to their wallet. For example, they now enable Venmo user to directly deposit their paychecks into their accounts. So with the Zacks rank number 2, the stock looks pretty good. And thanks for watching the video. We will see you next week.